life after footy is another challenge in itself. But how are you adjusting to life? Coming out of being a professional rugby league player, and what has been the biggest change so far?
I guess it's not being around training schedule, and like for the last 10 years, you sort of have the whole year planned out for you, because from when you wake up to when you go to sleep, it's like, well, there's something going on even in the off season. And now that I've retired, I wake up and I was like, well, what am I gonna do now? So, but in saying that, I'm blessed. I have plenty of free time to spend with my family and, for myself to reflect and maybe see what I'm gonna do from here onwards, I guess.
I also feel you've been a role model, an inspiration for, the next generation, but even today's generation as well. How do you plan to give back to the PNG rugby league community and inspire the next generation of players?
First of all, just keep living a positive life, because I know, a lot of young kids are, watching and see, the things that I'm doing, not just me, but every other, footy player in the country. So I guess, first of all, just doing that, and I think giving back to the rugby league community, just coming in and help with the the pathway programming and everything, assist the publicly rugby league in Commonwealth in whatever way I can, and wherever they need me to fit in and help out. My service is always back to helping rugby league community in the country, I guess. Yeah.
And I think that was obvious when you came up the last time. You were pretty much around engaging with the community as well. So this PNG community rugby league.
It was sort of like an induction sort of visit, I guess. I was just going around seeing what they're doing and all of that. So yeah.
In your own opinion, what qualities or skills should aspiring rugby players focus on, to succeed in the game?
I can't speak for everyone else. I speak for myself. I feel like hard work and discipline is really important. People have skills, but your skill will take you to a certain level. If you depend on your skill, it will take you to a certain level. But the hardworking people always goes to the next level. They always win at the end. So always work hard, believe in yourself, and humble yourself, I guess. Pride is something that kills most young men and women. And put God first in whatever you do. I feel like everyone's put on earth for a purpose, and your story is written. Just work hard, put God first in your life, and one important thing as well is humble yourself, I guess.
You always emphasize on discipline, working hard and staying humble. Where did that come from?
I guess from my parents, my dad is a very hardworking man, but at the same time he's a very humble man, and my mom's a pastor, and they taught me those things. Humble yourself in the eyes of the Lord and He'll lift you up, I guess. And working hard is no secret. If you really believe in something, like I said, I'm not a skillful person, but I believe that if you repeat something, you work hard for it, the Lord will bless you for it. So yeah.
Since 1925, how do you think the sport has evolved, in your time playing up until now?
I think definitely, the sport is growing. We see the women's playing rugby league now, and we have a women's competition, and now we're heading towards getting an NRL team for Papua New Guinea, and the game development officers and everyone's going to the rural areas and teaching rugby league, at the rural areas to the young people, which we don't have growing up. I grew up just watching people play, and I just started playing, And I believe most of the other Commonwealth players and the current players as well are the same. But now we have the game development and the knowledge of the game, which is going to be taught at a younger age. So the fundamentals of the game is what Papua New Guinea were missing, and the game development at the early part of a kid's life, I guess. And I think we're having that opportunity. It's going to be a big impact on not just the rugby league and the NRL community, but the NRL team, but especially for Papua New Guinea Kumuls, with knowledge and the fundamentals like that. Kumuls is just going to go to a next level, and we already have the passion and the pride and the grit to play the game. It's just we're missing those fundamental things in the game development, and we will have that for the next few years. So we are heading in the right direction. The rugby league is going to the schools now, it's going to the village, and from the village you can see a pathway to your dream, which is if you want to play NRL, maybe for the Papua New Guinea team, or if you get, scouted to go play overseas, whatever. And I think it is good because the rugby league teaches discipline, sport teaches discipline, and if you want to play rugby league, it sort of forces the kids to be disciplined. And when they're disciplined, it goes to their school as well. And as young Papua New Guineans, disciplined young Papua New Guineans coming up, I think it's good for the country as well. Undisciplined people roam around in the street and do stupid things, but disciplined men and women, they're strong in the head, so they have control over their actions, and it will combat other social issues such as, violence against women, or just fighting and other unnecessary issues that's affecting our countries because we have undisciplined people roaming around. And the next generation, with the help of rugby league and the education that we're going to give the next generation, I feel like it's going to be big, not only for rugby league, but as a country.
If you got a special message, especially for the rugby facility out there, the country as a whole.
Congratulations, I guess, for the 50 years of independence. With our forefathers have laid the foundation for us. We're free now, we've got our own country. We're still a young country, and we're still developing. Everyone needs to be patient and, look at us as a young country, and everyone needs to do their part for the next 50 years. So, we live a better place for our kids to, I guess, come and prosper as a nation. So congratulations for the 50 years. That's it.
Thank you, student. Well, it's the time for you now. We're wishing you safe stay here at PNG. You shall welcome. And, it's good to see you back. I'm sure your friends will be out there to mob you again. You get it up.
It's good to be back home. It's good to be back home. Yeah, thank you.